President Bongbong Marcos and U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris were able to meet on the sidelines of the 43rd Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit in Jakarta, Indonesia, according to the palace. The Presidential Communications Office says, quote-unquote, both leaders agreed to work together and with Asean members to foster trade and promote regional peace and progress. According to the White House, Marcos and Harris discussed the maritime security environment in the South China Sea. They also reviewed opportunities to enhance bilateral maritime cooperation, including alongside like-minded partners. The White House readout says Marcos and Harris had shared a commitment to a rules-based international order. The readout also states that Harris reaffirmed the US's ironclad commitment to the Philippines, highlighting the role of the two countries' alliance in ensuring a free, open, and prosperous Indo-Pacific. This statement from the White House comes amid escalating tensions in the West Philippine Sea, with multiple countries staking their claim in the disputed waters. China is the biggest staker, making its claim of the South China Sea with a 10-dash line. The U.S., while geographically far from the conflict, has thrown its support behind the Philippines in upholding order and freedom of navigation. On multiple occasions, the global powerhouse had condemned China's brazen aggression in the disputed waters. Marcos, however, had previously reiterated that the conflict must not be reduced to a hegemony between powerful countries. The Department of Foreign Affairs says the inverted Philippine flag seen during President Bongbong Marcos and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's bilateral meeting was an honest mistake. Trudeau and Marcos had a bilateral meeting on Wednesday at the 43rd Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit. When photos of their meeting were released, the Philippine flag can be seen displayed with the red field on top. This signifies that the Philippines is at a time of war according to the flag and heraldic code of the Philippines. DFA Undersecretary Maria Teresa Lazaro calls it a quote-unquote honest mistake that had nothing to do with her protocol officers. On a lighter note, Lazaro also says the quote-unquote battle of the socks continues. The DFA official was referring to a previous meeting between Trudeau and Marcos in November 2022, where both were seen wearing colorful socks, with the latter calling it the battle of the socks. Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri says the proposed budgets of all government agencies, including confidential and intelligence funds, are now under review. In a press conference on Wednesday, Zubiri says the Senate Committee on Intelligence and Confidential Funds, Programs and Activities should be finished with the review by mid-November. This with the aim to finish the review before the Senate discusses the 2024 budget in the plenary.
It's all being reviewed. All of their CF and intelligence funds, not only just of the OVP, but everyone else is being reviewed.
According to Zubiri, the panel will come up with a report after reviewing all the proposals. Only then will they recommend whether an agency's allocation should be removed, reduced, or increased. Zubiri says all deliberations would be held in an executive session and only representatives from selected agency would be summoned if their budget proposal would be found to be quote-unquote vague.